Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Midwest Mindset with your host, Paul Tyson. Today, we are going to talk about self-care. Now, this is something that I know is pretty obvious when you talk about a growth mindset. We talk about how we want to show up better for ourselves. One of the things we talk about with self-care is that it's a lot easier to help others or to have an input or have a theory or have a suggestion for others when we don't do it ourselves. It's harder to hold ourselves accountable to us showing up a little differently. Once again, I say it all the time, right? Where we talk about taking care of ourselves. How often in life are you taking care of yourself? We're helping other people. We're helping out our kids. We're helping out our parents, our older parents, whatever it might be. A lot of times you're putting everybody else in front of yourself. When in all actuality, the more that we can show up for ourselves and be a little bit, one, politer to yourself, right? Quit beating the crap out of yourself. Quit being so hard on yourself. Give yourself a high five and mean it. The more that we can do that, the better off we're going to show up for other people. So today's topic, I'm going to give you a simple picture, an actual picture that I'm going to include on this website, on the YouTube page, and also I will walk through it here on the Spotify podcast. But it's a picture that is a tool for you to check in with yourself. So one of the things that I do is I teach at Lifetime Fitness early Friday mornings. I teach at 5:30 class. I'm done at 6:15, get home, and then I start my workday. I know that if I do not get some kind of rest or some kind of meditation or something where I can really kind of regroup in the day on my Fridays, I know by 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, I'm going to turn into kind of just a grump, somebody that isn't that great to be around. And I say that because this is my reality. And what I have found that if I just implement this one simple tool of either a meditation where I know I can get a sleep, they say a 10-minute or 8-minute meditation is the equivalent to an hour's worth of sleep. I know that I show up better Friday evening. And who doesn't want to show up great on their Friday evenings, right? Friday evenings is kind of the gift of you worked all week. You had some hard meetings, you had some tough conversations, and here you are on Friday where you can celebrate with friends and family. Now, if I know I'm not going to be in my best behavior or best mood because of my sleep, I need to implement some of these tools. And it kind of goes back to this quote that I saw that really kind of resonated and started this whole conversation, is that the only thing in life that matters is how we enjoy yourself, how we enjoy ourselves when you're with yourself, or when we are with ourselves, right? So being okay with just having that time to yourself, being okay with yourself. If you feel good in your own skin, you're going to show up better when you interact with other people. And so these little tools that I'm going to talk about really are kind of tools that have worked for me. Hopefully they're helpful for you. Once again, this will be quick, painless, but I think it'll land. So here we go. The first one is how to improve your mood. The number one tool that I use to improve my mood is exercise. Take action. Move. Once again, I just had a discussion with a close friend. One of the things we did is a walk and talk. If you need a little time for yourself, pick up the phone, throw in your headset, and walk while you're having a conversation with a friend, but exercise. Or maybe it's, I need to go to the gym and I need to pump some serious iron, or I need to really get on the treadmill and just kill it on the treadmill. I invite you to do that because I know that it works for me to take action, to move, to exercise. So in order to improve my mood, I exercise. That's the first one. The second one is how to think clearly. And I know this isn't easy for everybody. It wasn't always easy for me, but in order to think clearly, more clearly, meditate. The introduction of meditation has tremendously helped me. And specifically, I use the Silva method of meditation. One of the things that I do is meditation was always difficult for me because it was one of those times when you're like, all right, clear your mind and go into this nice, peaceful state. Well, I have all these things that I'm thinking about. I have all these agendas and people that I'm, either worried about or thinking or anxious about. What the Silva method really taught me was you don't have to throw all that stuff away. You don't have to clear your mind. You just go through this practice of sitting up straight, of breathing in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth, getting that cadence down, closing your eyes, and letting your head kind of go wherever it needs to as this is playing in the backdrop, this meditation. And man, I am out like that. And a lot of times I only have to do it for 7 to 8 minutes. And I wake up, I come out of it, and I feel great. So in order to think more clearly, meditate. Third one, to understand the world, read. So to understand the world better, read. There's a lot going on in the news. There's a lot going on politically, right? You turn on the TV or you turn on social media, you're going to be inundated with that. What we're suggesting with this tool is, in order to understand the world, read about the world, whether that's reading history or reading like what I'm doing. I'm a big into Stoicism. I'm reading a lot of Ryan Holiday books, Lives of the Stoic, The Obstacle is the Way, Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. The more I've read, and I never liked reading when I was younger, but the more I have read all of these books, and I've read all of them at least once, some of them twice, I feel like I have a better understanding of maybe not necessarily the world, but how I fit in this world. And that's pretty cool. So in order to understand the world, read more. Fourth one, to understand yourself, write. So to understand yourself, journal. That's the practice that I've taken up. Once again, I use my Google or my GoodNotes right here on my iPad. That works for me. I used to have a lot of different journals, notebooks all over the office, and I just started and then I never continued it. This particular practice works for me. And what's great about it is it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it. And then it's the third, if you can write and journal about that experience, I have found that it's been tremendous for me to really, truly have a better understanding of who I am and how I want to show up. So in order to understand yourself a little bit better, go ahead and journal on a regular basis, even if it's once a week, even if it's bullet journaling. The practice really does help. And the fifth one, there's 6 of them, by the way. The fifth one, to help people, and this is my favorite, to help people, help yourself. Help yourself first. Like I said, the oxygen mask gets overused, but it's so true. The more that you can put yourself first, that's exercising, eating well, doing some of these things for yourself, the better off you're going to show up for other people. If I know I'm working out and teaching class at 5:30 on that Friday morning at Lifetime, I know I have to make sure that I take that nap or recalibrate, if you will, how I want to show up that evening around my family and friends. I mean, why do we work? Why do we do all these things in the first place? So we could hang out with our family and friends and enjoy great experiences, right? But yet sometimes we let work and our busy schedules take us down this rabbit hole of just misery. And so in order to help other people, which is normally what everybody is looking to do, help yourself first. Take care of yourself. Check in with yourself. That's number 5. And number 6, to learn fast. So if you want to understand something quickly, have fun. Make it fun. Make it exciting. I've had the opportunity to be a leadership role in a number of different nonprofit booster clubs in the local area here. And one of the things I've always said is that the more that we can make this more fun, the easier it's going to be, right? Volunteering, fundraising for some of these sports, it's not necessarily fun activities, but if we can bring the fun in a different way, if it means maybe getting together at a restaurant as a booster board, or maybe inviting people to do something a little bit more exciting than just sitting in a conference room and talking about how we can fundraise and the difficulty of that. Or if we can partner up certain pieces of the booster board in order for people to have enjoyable, like spending time with a friend, doing the things that are difficult, but you're serving others, that makes it fun. So in order to learn fast, to be stronger and a better understanding, make things fun. Like I said, with those booster boards, one of the things I talked about is how can we bring the fun to just about everything that we do? Sometimes we have to talk about fundraising. Sometimes we have to talk about disciplinary actions when things don't go great. During COVID, we had plenty of them. But the more that we can bring that fun, the faster we're going to learn, the faster we're going to get into better habits, and the better off we're going to show up. So I'm going to repeat those, and I'm going to send the picture of this. This is a tool that you could hang up in your home, your bathroom mirror, wherever it is. So number 1, to improve our moods, exercise. Number 2, to think clearly, more clearly, meditate. Number 3, to understand the world better, read. Number 4, to understand yourself better, write. Journal, capture those thoughts, put them on paper, put them on your device. Number 5, to help people, help yourself first. And number 6, to learn fast, have fun, find the fun in it. It'll make it so much easier for you. You know, the image that I have on this photo is of a lion when we talk about improving our mood, exercise, all these different things. So this is cool because a lion is really a symbol to encourage you to improve your mind, exercise, and simply a game plan to understand the world. It's an example of how you can engage in these activities, promote mental and physical health. Mental and physical health, when I was reading that, I'm like, that's exactly it. My why, as I've stated so many times on this podcast, is really to inspire others to be more self-confident, both mentally and physically in their own lives. And that's what this image is just another tool for you in your armamentarium, in your tool chest, to help you take care of yourself first so you can help take care of others. So I appreciate you listening to this. Listen to my intro. We're going to be talking about a May challenge that's coming up. I hope to see you soon, and take care of yourself. Take care of one another.